Boa noite, amigos do canal Futebol Virtual Games. Hoje é dia de eliminatórias para a Copa do Mundo Virtual 2018-2019, que será realizado a partir de novembro. A Copa do Mundo começa no dia 15 de novembro, hein, meus amigos? Então, hoje vamos aí para o início da sexta rodada das eliminatórias. Lembrando que a tabela da competição você encontra aqui no canal Futebol Virtual Games, aqui na comunidade aqui do canal, então na nossa página. Bielorrússia contra a Bulgária, jogo válido pelo grupo A. A Bielorrússia é a quarta colocada, não, é a sexta colocada com 4 pontos. E a equipe da Bulgária é a quinta colocada com 4 pontos também. As duas equipes estão ali na parte de baixo da tabela, distante nesse momento aí da zona de classificação. A Holanda lidera com 13, a França segunda com 9 pontos. Então, lembrando a você, ali na comunidade, né, aqui mesmo, lá no título, é só clicar no link e vocês vão ter acesso à tabela completa do campeonato. Salve ele para o Luan Costa, salve para o Nicolas Games. Então vamos para o jogo Bielorrússia e Bulgária com narração em inglês.
Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, the weather for it is forecast to be less than ideal. We are expecting intermittent spells of heavy rain, which just might impact on the quality of the football. I don't think it's going to be sufficient to prevent the football from being played, nor indeed has it deterred the many fans who are in here and already generating a terrific atmosphere ahead of the game, which kicks off any moment now. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
There's the whistle. Will be a throw-in. Hits one! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He was set on rounding it off in fitting style, but he couldn't make it fit.
Aimed long and direct. Here it comes. Surely. Cuts it out. It's come loose. Played in deep. He won't reach that. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. it is still 0-0. Bulgaria have it back and they can go again. Looking for space out wide. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Oh, they could break here. He could be in here. He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Repelled by the keeper. Cut out in the nick of time. Bulgaria are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Going through. He slid it through. And the finish! Oh, poor contact. Nothing on the shot. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's been taken straight back. Played out to the right. Tries lifting it over. Goes down, but nothing given. There's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then. Tight old game so far. Can that change now? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Has gone out. That's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Tries to stroke it through. And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw. Can he score? That really should have hit the net.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Long ball, but not especially accurate. Forward it goes. Goalless still. Either side really getting onto the front foot.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Is it in? Really well taken goal. The breakthrough arrives at last. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
It's a promising ball.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Over to the left. Chance to break. Gets it back. He's through.
Bulgaria are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Great leap! Oh, that could cost them.
I can't hide away from how important that was.
And the counter is on. Right through the middle. Got a sight of goal here. He'll have a dip! They've scored! Bulgaria are all square.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Bulgaria, their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Bulgaria surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Up to meet it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
There is the final whistle. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Everybody standing for the national anthem of the Netherlands. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And that gets things running. Tete. Europa goes long, and it's got through. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Philip, Chambers, going through. Oh, good ball. Barbol, he's left his man. Can he shoot? Danger averted for now. Memphis Depay goes for the cross. And it's hoisted clear. Philip.
Oh, we don't even need to look at the stats, do we, Peter? 0 attempts, 0 goals.
Big chance! One-on-one! Goes down, but nothing given. It's Memphis Depay. He's got away, striding forward, facing goal. The Netherlands get it back again. And it's Tete. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Aqui plays it out to the wing. Played into space out wide. Well, they could break here. Going through. A chance! Hits one! Goal! The Netherlands! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and the score is 1-0. Come through and he's had a quick look inside. Knocks it away. Chambers. Blint gets his foot in there. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The Netherlands, I suspect, will be a little irked that they haven't established a bigger lead. However, they have the ability and personality to fix that.
The Netherlands happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Streetman floats one over. And that's been levered clear. Philip. Aqui. Keeper's got good distance on that. Europa looks to dink one in. And he just whacks it away. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Forward it goes. Back into the middle. He's in! Striding forward, facing goal.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Philip. Room for a shot. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Dashing forward at pace. He's got options out wide. He has it out wide now. He's gone for it! Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, that is a gem! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick. It's Tete. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Timely intervention. Good clearance and very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Strootman. He'll have a hit! No, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
He's through the middle. Strootman does well to read it and intercepts.
Look, this can still go either.
And there goes the final whistle. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager too unhappy with the outcome, and the fans really well entertained. It's all square in the end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
The Netherlands may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We stand for the national anthem of France. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Sweden. Sweden have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the very exciting Antoine Griezmann. He has an impeccable first touch, and with the ball under control, he can use his many skills and swift changes of direction in running from out to in, and he wreaks havoc.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He's got away. Forsberg clips one through. Oh, good interception. Aimed long and direct. Berg. Coaxed through there. Clayson. Pogba. Lamar. That'll go straight through to the keeper. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Quarter of an hour played.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end, it'll have been forgotten.
Over to the left. Lamar. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. They've played it short. Toivonen. Now it's Giroud. Lost. Defenders on the back foot. Now it's Toivonen. Back to the keeper. And he's made certain that won't get through. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Pogba. Giroud. Pogba. Mondi. Lamar is demanding it out wide. Kleisson goes looking. And Sweden can break here. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Now it's Toivonen. Sidibe. And it's Griezmann. Right through the middle. Griezmann collects the ball from behind. Lost. Toivonen. And we've reached half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. That gets things going for the second half. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. And it's Griezmann. Now it's Giroud. Out to the left it goes. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Berg. Kleisson. Kleisson has it out wide and in space. Lustig. Long ball, but not especially accurate.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And it's Griezmann. Lost. Looking to break out here. Pogba battles to win it back. Lamar.
Lamar to live,
Going for goal! That is wayward.
another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
The referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Varane plays it forward. And it's Giroud. It's a loose ball. Mbappe, he'll have a dip! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And that's been won straight back. Pogba, forward it goes. Chance! Griezmann! And the follow-up. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the weighted pass has a swing at it! Back of the net! Finally, the deadlock is broken! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
John Guidetti demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Sweden take the lead, 1-0.
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here.
He's left his man. Good clearance and very necessary. France making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. There's a real appetite from them to finally put...
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Giroud.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Now it's Griezmann. France, their final change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's come loose. Fekir, and the finish! In for the follow-up! He's done very well to get to that.
Griezmann simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Boots it to safety. France have to get it into the box and quickly. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right, anything is achievable. Thoroughly impressed with this.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. If these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
There's the whistle. George. That's a promising ball. Striding forward, facing goal. Forward it goes. Hungary get it back again. Now it's Shalai. And it's Shalai. Played out to the right. Turns and goes back. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. He's left his man.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
And he's going long. Shalai. It's come loose. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Juchak goes looking. Aimed long and direct. He's got options out wide. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Clears it out of harm's way. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tries to stroke it through. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gets it back. Cuts it out. The half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now. but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Shall I? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. A real chance to break. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hungary have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Shall I? Shot a goal! George. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Jujak. Aimed long and direct. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? To the keeper and try something new. Gets it upfield. Goes long. Gets into a dangerous position. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. Forward it goes. There will be a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shall I goes up and over. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Jujak goes short. Hungary can try it again now. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Up towards the front line. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Hungary merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Out on the left now. He's thrust his way through. Into the box. He's there Speculative strike.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. "90 minutes gone and nothing to show." Tries to get it forward quickly. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages, one of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. We stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers. if these two don't make a good impression, there are quite good replacements on the bench.
And we're underway. Berami gets it back. Granit Xhaka. Ricardo Rodriguez. And it's Seferovic. Over to the left. Well read, he sorted that out. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
It's coming on the right now. What's on? Nicely controlled. He's had a shot! You can get that clear. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. That's another throw. Here's the cross. And that's been levered clear. Back in once more. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Switzerland are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Danger averted for now. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Just brushed off the ball there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And the finish! Saved only by poor finishing. Seferovic. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Granit Xhaka. Oh, that's lovely. And he's whipped it in low. Out wide to the right. He slid it through. And that has been clubbed away. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. We hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Here we go again then. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? It's come loose. He's gone for it! No mistake! The second half off to a spectacular start. Jim, your thoughts?
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Out to the left it goes. Seferovic. Jamaili. Shapes to shoot. And he's there to make a great save.
Jamaili simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Time for a change in personnel. And he just whacks it away. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. And it's Behrami. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Gets wrestled off the ball. And back to the keeper. Jamaili.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Switzerland have it back and they can go again. Embolo.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Giroud. Jamaili. Spreads it towards the left. Embolo. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick. And it's Embolo. He's on his way.
Switzerland are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Nil and has a swing at it. Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Xhaka battles to win it back. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Hoists it high. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Some of them aren't happy with that challenge and they're getting involved. Steady. Chip through. It's a brilliant interception. Forward it goes. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. And that's that. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny. Just a goal in it. But that was enough.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier compact defensive look.
And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I can't bypass...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Cristiano Ronaldo. Guerrero dinks one in. Gets up to head it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Out to the left it goes. Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Aimed in towards the centre. Pepe gets good distance on it.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's come loose. Looks to clip it forward. And the flag has stayed down. In comes the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Breaks on here. Guerrero. Aimed long and direct. Out wide to the right. Trout has a pop! Saved only by poor finishing.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
João Mario. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Drills one in. Timely intervention. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Loose ball, who's going to get there? They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here, it's all broken down. Guerrero. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a loose ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looking to break out here. Nicely measured pass. João Mario. Goes long. The shot's on! And we've reached half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Here we go again.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Must shoots! They've scored! And finally, he has breathed life into the game.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Portugal take the lead, 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Portugal have a free kick. And now the finish, and the shot! In it goes! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Portugal take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Now the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Goes for a sweeping... up to meet it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Portugal are keeping their men at arm's length. Is it in? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Guerrero. João Mario not easily shrugged off the ball. João Mario looking to get on the end of this. Andre Silva shapes to shoot. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Pepe positions himself well and cuts it out. Rui Patricio sends that a long way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Cristiano Ronaldo really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Andre Silva, 2 goals to his name already. A real chance to break. And that's it. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, class really did tell on this occasion, Peter. There was a vacuum between the teams, and one got hoovered up.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kick-off is moments away. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So that's got things underway. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. He's gone for it! First effort on goal. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Lafferty. He's got through. It's a loose ball. Lafferty has been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
No goals as yet. He's got options out wide. Keeper sees it all the way. And they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
And it's Lafferty. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Looks to clip it forward. And it's hoisted clear. Knocks it away. Hits one! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he's made certain that won't get through.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Plays it out to the flank. He's in space and looking for options. Macaulay boots it to safety. Repelled by the keeper. Away from immediate danger. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And we're off again. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? That'll be a throw-in. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Lafferty. He's through. Trap and the finish! What a wonderful goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Macaulay battles to win it back. No foul, says the referee. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's on a charge, but he's on his own for now. Gets it back. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Played out to the right. Looks to thread it through.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, real chance!
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's gone for it! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Gets it back. Keeper's got good distance on that. And out to safety. Shoots!
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Chance to break. And time is up. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This is certainly one of the more modern, more high-tech arenas around Europe. It is the Veltins Arena. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany. Germany have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And we're underway. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Looks to clip it forward as he picks him out. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Müller. Ozil lobs it in gently. He's left his man, and he just whacks it away. Khedira, well read, he sorted that out. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Crunching tackle. It's good distance on it. Draxler not easily shrugged off the ball. Played in by Draxler. Draxler is flagged offside.
I thought he might just get the benefit of any doubt then.
Gets it upfield. Boateng positions himself well and cuts it out.
Well, each team knows that they're still well below standard, and it's a question of which can find a way out.
Surely, strike and the finish! Goal, Germany! And Germany are in front. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Germany break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Out for a throw. Alex. He's come loose. He's in space and looking for options. And he's onside. He's got away. Back into the middle. Shoots! That really should have hit the net.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Forward it goes. Dinks one in. He's through the middle. Done very well to intervene. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Ozil is desperately calling for it out wide. And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, when you look at the gulf in quality, the gap should be greater, but there are higher gears to be found, so maybe we'll see that reflected.
Germany leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Aimed long and direct. Plays a clever pass. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Draxler. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Up he gets! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Khedira sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Massive leap! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Khedira takes control of it and he's on the move. Draxler. Good clearance and very necessary. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Alex. Oh, good interception. Neuer sends that a long way. Royce looking to run onto it. And out to safety. Couple of changes then in quick succession. chance to play it in. Now it's Royce. Lovely bit of skill. Plenty waiting in the middle. Kadira. Just brushed off the ball there.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Hector gets it back. Has it out wide now. Going through.
Germany are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Here it comes.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Oh, and the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Can he put it away? He scores! They have stolen level at the last! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Clears it out of harm's way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most challenging activity. Please keep your eyes on the children during the match at all times.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. And so, the national anthems. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Norway have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Oh, he's broken through. And that's been levered clear. Crosses it. It's always going to be the keepers. Pushes it out wide. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And he heaves it forward. Schick. Out wide to the right. Schick driving forward, a man on a mission. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. He's made sure that that won't get through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Henriksson is the guilty party there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Gets it upfield. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Krejci. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Boots it to safety. it's Krejci. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Krejci. It's a loose ball. He's gone for it! Goal! The Czech Republic! There is the breakthrough! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
The Czech Republic take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Gets it back. Krejci. Schick. Schick. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Johansson. Suchi. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Just brushed off the ball there. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
The keeper is trying to organise his defence here. He knows this could be pivotal.
Johansson! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Norway don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back, though.
Goes long. Ball's gone out of play. Henriksen. And it's Johansson. Beautifully done. A chance to play it in. That's gone a long way up and away.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Henriksen. And that's sprayed out wide. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And it's El Abdullawi. Gebre Selassie knocks it away. Has a look and has a go. And that will sail harmlessly past.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's been taken straight back. Looks to clip it forward. Looking to shoot. In it goes. Norway are back in business.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Norway grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Played out to the right. Room for a shot. Plays it out to the flank. Sticks in a foot to win it back.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well, there's going to be a change now with the ball out of play. He's got away. Norway really looking like men possessed. They need to if they want to win it. And it's hoisted clear.
Norway showing a good level of intensity at this stage.
Shoots! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. King. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's bounce-back ability. Responding superbly to come from behind, shrugging off setbacks along the way, and determinedly getting there in the end. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy, does it add to the occasion. So that's got things underway. Jardel. Antonio. Aimed long and direct. Now a chance to break. Gets it, and now what? It's a brilliant interception. Forward it goes. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Now the counter, looking to force his way through. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Still going, where to next? Going through. Crowd call, and a shot! He's going after it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gets his head to it! And that has been clubbed away. And he just whacks it away. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Decent header! Oh no, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries to stroke it through. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defender's on the back foot. He's through the middle. Shoots! That really should have hit the net. In a foot to win it back. Well played, he saw that coming. Well, that's where he wants it. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Well, no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's got away, gets his foot in there. Forward it goes. Aimed long and direct. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're off again. Tight old game so far. Can that change now? Forward it goes. Looking for space out wide. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And the counter is on. Dinks one in. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's in space and looking for options. Great leap! Really well taken goal. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
And it's got through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Cuts it out. That's been paid to a promising move. Timely intervention. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
He's got it on the right now. What's on? What an adventurous run from a defender. Firmly met. Shoots! Goal!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Antonio. And he's straight offside.
It doesn't take much sometimes, Peter. He has to adjust a little mistimed run.
So the ball's got out of play and a change is upcoming.
I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Plays it out to the flank.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It'll be a throw-in. Oh, he's found him, it goes for goal! It's broken loose! They need to get it in quick. And he heaves it forward. And that will be the final act. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. A really good game to watch. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Volunteers switching up. News reports and starting immediately.
Well, hello and a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and really rather inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both camps have apparently been undeterred. We have a super turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling, and despite all of the adverse conditions, the game, I'm glad to report, will be kicking off on time. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And so we stand for the anthems. Ireland have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, a man with incredible energy levels, David Alaba. Always advancing, but he's diligent in his passing and crosses with care. He can also smack an effort to goal with that left foot. And he's very solid in his defensive work too. So yeah, have a look out for him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Clark. Ward. Aimed long and direct. Going through. Crowd calling for him to shoot. And the shot! Goal, Ireland! However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Ireland take the early advantage. Aimed long and direct. Ward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hendrick. Ireland are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Great run on the overlap here. Down Bartlinger. Breaks on here. Clark gets it back.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
That's gone a long way up and away. Coleman. Arnautovic battles to win it back. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Played out to the right. Room for a shot. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
It's one! That's a half-decent try.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Baumgartlinger. Alaba. Now it's on Nautovic. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Baumgartlinger. Played into space out wide. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Coleman. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. He's picked him out. Is it in? And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Ireland leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And it's Bergstaller. Now it's long. Trudel. Plays it forward, looking to break out here. Now it's on Nautovic. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Hendrick. McLean. He'll have it! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's got away. Oh, sweet feet. Trudel. Gets it upfield. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Bergstaller. Hendrick. Arnautovic. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He's left his man. Big chance! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Austria have a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to...
And the finish! Coleman tries to get it forward quickly. Chance to break. Down Bartlinger. Out wide to the right. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
On Nautovic! Saved only by poor finishing.
Yeah, maybe the circumstances are beginning to heap on the pressure because they're trying to force it.
Down Bartlinger. Alaba going through. Goes long. Hendrick. Over to the left. He's got options out wide. Now the counter. He's got away. Out to the left it goes. Played back in. Arnautovic plays it out to the wing. It's come loose. And time is up. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And we rise now for the Serbian national anthem. Serbia have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch, too.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Gareth Bale, for me, has got to be the standout man. Renowned for his great pace, he also has a cracking shooting range, better than most, and he takes a very good free kick too. His passing quality, I think that's up there with the best as well. And he's a pretty complete and quite phenomenal package.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And he just whacks it away. Ledley. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Lajic. Mitrovic. Hoists it high. Promising cross. Chance, can he put it away? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line.
Has a pop! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Cleared without complication. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's Bale. Looks to clip it forward. Ivanovic gets into the right position to intercept. Keeper's got good distance on that. Vokes. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Keeper goes long. Lajic gets it back. Ball through needs to be good here. Face to shot at goal! Another chance! Goal! Serbia! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Tadic. Rukovina. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. That is gorgeous! A finish of true class! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Dispatched expertly, nicely done.
Look, it goes against your pride and your professionalism to admit when something's too good, but that was just unstoppable. Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Serbia are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Serbia sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. We're underway again. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Ashley Williams. Davis. Vokes plays it out to the wing. Taylor is on a run down the left wing. Cut out in the nick of time.
Wales making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
Gets it upfield. Back to the keeper and go again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Ledley plays it forward, and it's Ramsey. Good run down the left-hand side. That's a throw.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Bale. Ramsey, has he picked him out? Shots on! Lajic. And it's Tadic. Ledley battles to win it back. And that's been won straight back. Lajic. Mitrovic, who's made his mark on this game. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. And it's Bale, played out to the right. Oh, he's found him in space. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Vokes. That intervention was very necessary.
Wales are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Serbia making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's Ramsey. Over to the left. Aimed long and direct. And that's that. And the manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.